Greetings, Cyberdogs and citizens of the interbubs. This is ReNDoG coming at you in another episode of Minecraft Survival from the Hermitcraft server. Oh my goodness, guys, I'm having way too much fun with Trident 77. We're in the middle of Aquatown right now, and I've been zooming around like nobody's business. This has got to be one of the funnest forms of transport in Minecraft since the Elytra, guys. And it's actually kind of a quick way to transport yourself across water. I'm pretty sure you can go faster with a trident than you can with a boat in Minecraft. Certainly over long distances, and basically I've been using Trident 77 to transport myself around the server now. RIP boats, guys. Boats are so last week. We're into Trident Travel now, which is amazing. And of course, we set this Trident up last episode together, didn't we? We basically forged this Trident in the depths of the ocean. It is Trident 77, baby. And this thing is blowing my mind. I absolutely love it, guys. Been doing a bit of experimenting with the transporting mechanism of this thing, which is known as Riptide. And if you do things perfectly, you can actually walk on water eventually. You can sort of glitch yourself outside of the water, and eventually you can actually walk on top. But there's quite a few hermits on at the moment. You need sort of no lag to do it. But yeah, absolutely amazing form of transport across water. I love it. And yeah, thanks everybody in the last episode for all of your comments about Trident 77. A lot of you guys were saying we should put loyalty onto the trident, but the way that trident's enchantments work in Minecraft is that you have to choose between loyalty or riptide. You can't have loyalty and riptide on a trident. Loyalty is an enchant that lets you throw the trident and then pull it back again. It adds a string to the trident, but that's a right-click mechanism, and Riptide is also a right-click mechanism. So I've chosen to go with Riptide, which I think is a much better enchant for the Trident than channeling and loyalty. Honestly, guys, it's much more useful in the long term, being able to travel quickly through water. We're going to be doing a lot of builds underwater too, so the Trident is a really nice way just to very quickly maneuver yourself through water like this, right? Whereas channeling, which will bring a lightning bolt down from the sky in a thunderstorm, it's a very, I mean, you need to have a thunderstorm for that to actually work, and thunderstorms are very seldom here on the Hermitcraft server. Usually hermits will sleep through a thunderstorm, so I think we went with the right enchantments on Trident 77, guys, and I'm very, very happy with it, man. It is absolutely awesome. By the way, a massive thank you to everybody also in the previous episode who left some comments about my holiday time that I'm having at the moment. Of course, my mum is staying with me right now in the house, and I've got very little time to record every day, guys, because we've been hanging out, we've been having a great time together, and yeah, thank you to everybody out there who is supporting us and sending some love to us for our holiday. I showed my mum some of the comments, and she just wanted to say a big thanks to you guys for letting us have, you know, understanding that we're spending a little bit of time together here, and that means, of course, that we're not doing as many videos. But yeah, thanks, guys, for the support. Really, really appreciate it. Today, though, we've got another episode in us. Hopefully, I'll be able to get another episode out before I go to Canada. We're flying over to Canada in 3 days' time or so, so got a little bit more time to do an episode, and I'd like to get the log shop up and running here in the shopping district before I go to Canada. So that's my goal for the next few days. I'll be recording for sort of half an hour, an hour every day for the next couple of days. So hopefully we'll be able to get that log shop up and running. And I got some really cool stuff to show you up there. I've been working on a little bit of redstone in that shop, man. It's going to be sweet. But before we get any of that jazz out of the way, my dudes, there is something really sweet that I wanted to check out. And this is a brand new shop sitting under the Elytra shop, which we are hopefully going to be able to earn enough diamonds to buy an Elytra at some point this season. But wow, was that a trident that just got thrown at us? No, I'd be tripping, man. Captain Etho's been throwing tridents at me all morning today. But this is the Black Pearl, established 1921. And for those of you guys who are maybe fans of the Fullcraft 3 modded server, you'll know who set this bad boy up just by the name of it. The Black Pearl is, of course, Iskal85's shop. And it's so sweet, man. Look at all the little details around here. Absolutely beautiful. We got this pirate guardian man hanging here. He's in skeleton form right now. He's been hanging here forever, but he's kind of pointing into the Black Pearl, isn't he? That's a nice little touch there. And of course, you've got some beautiful terraforming, some stalactites going on over here. And I think this is a shop that is designed to sell all of the stuff that Iskal's getting out of the Guardian shop, right? You can see a little bit of scallium juice coming out of the wall here. Very nice. Got some sea pickles around the place. And I guess this is one of those Pirate Cove type things, you know, that you see in pirate films. And I love it, man. It's so nice in here. It really does feel kind of moist and damp and very piratey. And there's a whole bunch of gems around here too, which I would very much like to get my paws on. But yeah, looks like we can buy prismarine blocks in here. We can buy sea lanterns, and we can buy prismarine in this shop. So that's kind of interesting. We don't really have much use for these items just yet in the series, but yeah, very beautiful shop, man. I'm loving the scallium in the walls. I'm loving all of the little details around here. And this is a great little shop, man. Another beautiful build here in the shopping district, guys. Wow. This shopping district, compared to the Season 4 shopping district, is just, it's amazing, isn't it, guys? Like, the builds this time around are really mind-blowing. The amount of detail going into each of the builds is epic. Shall we quickly check out the elytra shop, too? I'm kind of curious to see how much an elytra costs. I love it, man. Look at this place. What is this place called, actually? Welcome to Tech Flight. So this must be Tango's shop, and I'm guessing this shop has got everything to do with flying, so rockets, elytras, and whatnot. Okay, so rockets are 2 stacks for 1 diamond. Oh my goodness, how many diamonds is Tango Tech making right now from elytra sales? Oh, it's 25 diamonds for 1 elytra. Wow, completely sold out, guys. Look at that. That is insane. That is so many diamonds in Tango's belly, man. Amazing. Oh, and he sells shulker boxes also. 2 for 10 diamonds. Oh, he's undercutting Python's shop. Man, that is absolutely insane. Oh, man. 6 diamonds for 1 or 2 for 10. Very, very good. So, lots of amazing things to buy here in the shopping district, guys. We need to start making ourselves some diamonds out here, because I want to start spending. Seriously, I feel really poor right now. I want to start getting my hands on some diamonds out here. So, hopefully, over the next few days, I'll be able to get our log shop up and running. And as you guys can see, I've been working pretty hard on a bit of a shop layout here. Wanted to take you guys through some of my thinking over here. There's another fool up there ready to throw some tridents at me. Oh my goodness. So yeah, this is going to be our log shop, right? And I guess what I need to do is sort of give you guys an idea of what I'm thinking out here for the design of the shop, right? Ow, did we literally just take a trident to the butt? I think so. Freaking Captain Etho, man, he is accurate. Let's see if we can get out of his range, though. Here we go. I think we're probably out of range here. So the idea that I have here, guys, is to create a giant sort of half cut down tree over here, right? So it's gonna kind of be like a tree stump, I suppose. Let's try and make like a miniature version of it, right? So I'm thinking like this is going to be like a little bit of a really massive tree stump over here, and maybe the top of the tree stump will use some of the stripped log like this, right, to show that it's sort of fallen over, like it's a tree that's maybe fallen over or something, right? So inside of this giant stump, we're going to be selling all of the different types of logs that we are currently harvesting on Big Logs Incorporated Island. And I was thinking about this, right? Like, all of the shops around here are doing such an amazing job doing something unique. You know, every single one of these shops has some sort of unique element to them, like Cub's Coral Shop and all of these different shops, right? And I want to make sure that our shop is not just some chests with some stuff in it, right? I want to have something unique about our particular log shop. So I've set up a little bit of a sort of redstone contraption over here, and I want to show you guys exactly how I'm thinking we're going to sort of advertise our products here, right? So as we know, in Minecraft 1.13, logs and wood have got a few new textures to them, right? So we've got spruce wood. We've got spruce wood here that has been turned into bark, right? So we can make something called bark blocks, I think. It's just called spruce wood right now, but that's kind of weird. But yeah, this is kind of like a bark block, right? Which is kind of interesting. And then, of course, we can also strip a log with an axe to make a different sort of texture. So we've now got 2 brand new textures here in Minecraft 1.13, right? We've got the stripped spruce log and the sort of bark of the spruce. We need to sleep over here, though, because the sun is going down. And did I just spot a random chicken chilling in a boat over here? Yeah, there's a chicken in a boat. You know, just standard practice for the Hermitcraft server. Anyway, let's try sleep this night away. There we go. We actually have to go in the bed twice on the server, which is kind of annoying to sleep at the moment. A little bit of a bug with sleeping. But yeah, so we've got a whole bunch of new textures in the N1.13 for wood, right? So what I thought we would do is set up a little bit of a display cabinet over here, which kind of shows you all the different things that you can get from wood. Not only that, I want each of the sort of kiosks that are selling the different types of logs to show off all of the different types of things that you can get from that log, right? So this is the spruce wood kiosk, and as you can see, we're basically using all the different types of building blocks over here, right? So we've got the slabs, the stairs, we've got the logs, we've even got the pressure plate, and maybe what we should actually do here also is add some fences in here too. I think, yeah, I've got some spruce wood fences here. Yes, let's add some fences into this also. So as a customer, when you come to the Big Logs shop, you get a good visualization of all of the different things that you can get from the different log types, right? So from spruce wood, you know that you can get all of these different things. So maybe you're a builder and you're trying to think about what logs you're going to use. You can sort of look at the textures, you can look at the colors, and you can be like, okay, I want some spruce logs, and then you'll purchase some spruce logs from this chest. But behind the chest, you see a bit of glass, right? And if you hit this pressure plate, you'll see one of the different spruce items going up there, and there goes the bark, right? And it's always going to be different. There goes a stair. What else? There goes the fence, the spruce fence. There goes the spruce log, right? And there goes the door again. And there goes a boat also, because of course you can make a spruce boat in 1.13. Even things like buttons have different colors depending on the wood type, right? Every single wood type has a different colored button. It has a different colored pressure plate and so on. So there goes the button, right? So as the customer, when you come here and you hit the pressure plate, you will, in the back there, in the sort of display cabinet, you will see all the different types of items that can come from that particular type of wood. All right, guys, it's time to get a little bit technical up in this business. And whenever Redstone and the ReNDoG brain collide, a little bit of coffee is required to help with the friction. So give me 1 second over here. Here we go. Okay. I'm ready to try and make this thing work. We are going to try and replicate this little kiosk that I created off camera last night. I think I can remember how I did it, but please have a bit of patience with me over here, guys. It's technical Minecraft, and it ain't my strong suit. But let's see what we can do. First things that we're going to do is start setting up the actual kiosk itself. So the purpose of the kiosk is to show our customers all of the beautiful things that they can do with the logs that they are purchasing from the Big Logs Incorporated Stump shop over here, right? So we're going to start with a bunch of birch logs over here, showing the gorgeous texture of the birch tree. Not really gorgeous, but some customers might like this very zebra looking color texture. And what we also want to do, of course, is show them the stripped version of the logs too, right? So let's strip away a little bit of a section around here, and the top of the logs actually look really cool when they're stripped, right? I kind of like that. Then in the middle there, I think we'll keep ourselves a birch log looking up, so you can sort of see the outer textures over there. And then, of course, we want to add a birch pressure plate on there. So that's what the birch pressure plate looks like. So far, the customer is seeing all of the different types of birch loggage that we can get out of this. I suppose we also need to create some of the fences too over here, right? So let's make a few fences too, so that the customers can see everything, all of the beautiful glory that is birch wood in Minecraft. There we go. Lovely. Now, next thing, this is where they're going to be buying the birch wood from, right? So they're going to be purchasing the stacks of birch wood from here. And then behind this is where we need to set up a little bit of a display cabinet, so to speak, right? So let's just get our proper tools that we need over here to get this done. And this is going to be very simple to do, guys. So underneath this pressure plate over here, we're going to add a little bit of redstone, just a little bit of a redstone cable over here, right? Just like so. Boom. And that redstone cable is going to be going directly into a dropper like this, right? And this dropper is going to be spitting out all of the different birch wood items, all of the different things that could be made out of birch wood. So when we hit this pressure plate, we should see, let's just clear this away to have a quick look. Yeah, we should see that redstone cable lighting up, right? Because that redstone flow goes underneath the block that the pressure plate is on. So anything that we stick in here should get spat out whenever a customer stands on this pressure plate, right? There we go. So it's going to spit out one item at a time. Very good. Now we can add another little bit of pizzazz to this by adding a redstone lamp on top of this thing, right? And that redstone lamp is actually going to get turned on by the dropper, which is kind of interesting because, of course, the dropper is getting a redstone signal from this redstone dust, and that redstone signal is being transferred into the lamp, which is great. So it's just another tiny little effect that we add here. You can't really see it because the sun is up, but it's nice to see that sort of lamp go on every time the customer stands on this, right? And if there's a little bit of darkness inside of the stump, I think that's going to look pretty cool. So that is how we are going to be transporting the items upwards, right? So the dropper is going to spit that item out, and you might have seen there, actually, the item will get pushed through the redstone lamp, and of course then we're going to make use of well, very simple item elevator mechanics in Minecraft that of course we've been using for years now, and but we're going to switch it up a little bit, right? Instead of pushing the item through a solid block as you would do in Minecraft 1.12, we're going to be using water sources to push the items up to the very top. Because as we know, in Minecraft 1.13, items now travel up in water. So we can make use of that new mechanic here in the shop, right? Which is kind of cool. I kind of like the fact that, you know, in this design, we are sort of making use of the new mechanics in Minecraft. And the way that we're going to do that is by making sure that this pillar of water is completely solid, right? We need to have water sources all the way up, and that way the items are going to travel all the way up there. So let's get ourselves up to the top and make sure these water sources are all the way up. So any item that comes out of that dispenser now, or that dropper, excuse me, should float all the way up to the top there. So let's just make sure that those water sources have been correctly applied. And whenever a customer hits this, boom, yeah, we'll see that item will go all the way up there, almost shoots up to the top there, which is kind of cool. And I think we need to make this go one higher here also, right? So there we go. Now, next step, of course, is going to be to get the item that gets to the top of this water source back down into that dropper at the bottom there, right? So this is where the interesting part comes in, and this is where the sort of loop comes in. So we're going to create a little bit of an item loop over here, and basically what we're going to need to do is find that dropper over there. There it is. And we're going to have to install a couple of hoppers into the back of it, right? So this hopper is going to be receiving all of the items that get floated up to the top by this sort of little item elevator or this display kiosk thing. So let's build a little bit of like a tunnel for that, right? So the items can fall over there. And then all we're going to need is a sign to sort of stop the water flowing down there. So let's just make ourselves a sign over here. Oh my goodness. I thought I was prepared for this little project here, guys, but clearly not. There we go. That should be enough planks. A little bit of a mixture of all the different planks, but that's fine. And let's get ourselves back up there. Where is Legolas? There you are, my dude. Okay, so we're going to stick a sign over here. That's going to stop the water flowing over the top into the dropper over there, right? And of course, items go up in water, so we need the items to sort of drop over the edge here. And with one more water source, we are going to add a little bit of an overflow over here, right? So now the item is going to get to this block over here, and that should get pushed down into there. And for some reason, oh, there we go. It takes a little bit of time for the items to start floating, but there we go. We should see that log get pushed over the edge. Boom! And that's going to head down into the dropper down there. Awesome. That's working perfectly. And of course, what we need to make sure is that the item doesn't sort of pop out over here. So, in theory, that is the kiosk created. Of course, we need to sort of fix it up a little bit and make it look nice and decent, and sort of populate the dropper with all of the different items that can be made out of birch. But I think let's just make sure that it's working completely. I think we'll add a couple of solid blocks over here too, just to make sure that the items don't sort of pop out anywhere over here. And we do have a couple of items in that dropper, right? So there we go. There goes a log, and you can see it sort of zooms over the top there, which is very nice. And there goes a bit of stripped one, and I think there goes the log again. And there we go. We have created a little bit of a loop for those items, right? And the items will always end up back in the dropper, and whenever a customer stands on the pressure plate, they're going to be shown what they can purchase very clearly over there. Well, the good news is, guys, we managed to set up the redstone for the patented ReNDoG display kiosk infinite item loop mechanism. Man, I love how complicated that sounds when it's actually so freaking simple, but I really love it. I think it's really great. And now the sun is coming down, actually. You can see a little bit of that light turning on, right, when we actually step on the pressure plate. Also, I think what we should do is turn all of these blocks inside of the sort of item elevator into the stripped log version, right? Just so that the customer can see what the stripped log version is, or what the stripped log version looks like when they look inside of the display cabinet over there. Anyway, the bad news is I've actually done this in the wrong position. I wanted to do this one block this way, so I'm going to have to reinstall this entire kiosk. But I did want to show you how the loop gets made. And now that the sun is down, yeah, look at that, man. I love how it lights up. I think that's really sweet. But yeah, anyway, I'm going to get one of these kiosks installed for each of the different wood types out here, guys, and then we can start working on the stump itself. Welcome back, my dudes, to the giant stump face thing of the Hermitcraft server. I have now installed one of these kiosks for every single log type, and it's taken me a couple hours to get this done, and I also took a break and went to have lunch with my mum and dog. We're back now. My mum's having a nap, so I'm going to be playing a little bit more Minecraft with you guys, and yeah, hopefully we can get this thing finished off today. Just a little bit more work to do, I suppose, on the interior, but I'm pretty happy with how it's turned out. So every single log type has its own sort of kiosk, which is showing off every single type of thing that you can make out of the wood, from the trapdoors over here to the fences to the stairs and the planks. Even the pressure plate is over here, and then inside you have the stripped logs. And then if you really want to see all the things that you can make out of the wood, well, you step on the pressure plate and you get a little bit of a quick sneak preview of all the items that can be created out of this particular piece of wood, and that's the same for all of the different ones. So that's kind of cool. There's a light in there also that turns on, which makes it look kind of sweet. But unfortunately, the size of this stump has increased dramatically. It also looks like an absolute shambles right now from the outside. It definitely doesn't look at all like a stump. It looks, wow, it looks like something that, I don't know, a 4-year-old has made in a sandpit on a laptop. That's how I would describe it. I mean, look at that. Looking terrible. So we got to somehow transform this entire thing into looking like a massive tree stump of some kind. That's going to be my task for the rest of the episode. But very happy with how it's turned out, guys. And by the way, if you're wondering, yes, I have harvested enough logs to basically fill up each of these chests here. So half a double chest worth of stacks of logs for each of those log types here in the big log shop. And that should be enough, hopefully, for my holiday, and hopefully that's going to be able to get a lot of the hermits out there the logs that they need, and of course get a few diamonds for us, right? When I get back from holiday, I want there to be a ton of diamonds there ready for us to go, because there's a lot of shopping that we need to do. I'm looking at you, Elytra Shop. Now, before we carry on with this project, guys, there is actually a little something that I would like to do before we finish off this project. Hang on, do I have everything that I need? Yes, okay. So oh, hi. What's up, my dude? It looks like he's looking at the log shop, isn't he? Excuse me. It's a work in progress, man. Don't judge. It's a work in progress, idiot. Oh, man. Shall we try it in our way all the way back home, guys? There is a little something that I would like to do out there, actually. Last episode, I think we were going to name our turtle, our new pet turtle, and I want to do that before he despawns, actually. So why don't we do a little bit of water walking over here using the trident? That should get us back home pretty quick, fast, and in a hurry. Man, False Symmetry's area looking so sweet. And man, Zombie Cleo's galleon over there looking incredible too. Man, guys, when I get back from holiday, it is going to be mind-blowing how awesome this server is. I can't even imagine what I'm going to see when I get back, man. It's going to be so awesome. Anyway, there's a little bit of naming that I'd like to do out here. Let's start with the turtle, which is hopefully still in the boat. Yeah, there he is. Hi there, my dude. Very nice to see you. I was going to name this turtle Michelangelo, but man, one of you guys gave me such an awesome idea in the comments of the previous episode. We're going to name this turtle Donatello, which is, you know, pretty awesome. The name of a Ninja Turtle, of course, is Donatello, and we also named our hat Donatello's Dome, right? So I now dub thee Dogatello. Excuse me. Do you have to get out of the boat, Dogatello, my dude? You're going to have to get out of the boat, turtle-faced idiot, because I can't name you. Then I'm going to have to put you back in the boat, I think, or you're going to swim off into the unknown. There we go. Turtle, come back here, my dude. Can you actually name turtles? Let's have a look. You might not be able to name them. Oh, you can. Oh, that is the best. Okay. The turtle's been named, guys. Dogatello the turtle. Or is it a tortoise? It's unclear right now. My dude, you're going a little bit too far away. Hi there. Yeah. Get in the boat, please. Guy, get in the boat. Yeah. Get in the boat, man. My dude, you need to get in the boat. Is this even going to be possible to get him back in the boat? Where did he go? Oh, there he is. Oh, that's perfect. He's on the land now. There we go. Dogatello, my dude, this is going to be your home, okay? You're going to live in a boat now, if that's okay. There we go. Oh, that's so epic. Let's take him back, shall we, to the red hole. This is where he's going to be staying. Oh, man, we're going to have to make an aquarium for Dogatello, aren't we, guys? We're going to have to actually make an aquarium for him. He is way too awesome to chill on a boat. Now, there is something else that I'd like to rename, guys, and I think I'm going to rename my hat from Donatello's dome to Dogatello's dome, okay? This was the ninja hat of this ninja turtle over here, okay? A little brief history of Dogatello as we make our way back to the log shop. Dogatello used to be a ninja, one of the finest ninjas in the land. He lived in a sewer with the giant rat. Had a bit of a weird existence, I'm not going to lie. Loved pizza also. And he fought crime for a very long time. And he's tired now, man. He is tired. He's about 80 years old. You know, he's an old-ass tortoise, man. He wants to rest. And he has found himself on the shores of Hermit Island, and he's decided to hang up his ninja blades. And he's given me his ninja hat, okay? So that is why I have Dogatello's dome on my head, and that's why we have a tortoise in a boat called Dogatello. Don't ask any questions, guys. That's how it is. And let's welcome to the Cyberdog family a brand new character, Dogatello, the ex-Ninja Turtle who's now retired, who gave me his hat. And that's why you always keep the record button on, guys. Just literally fell to my death from the top of the giant stump, like an idiot. Working a little bit on the walls over here, trying to make this giant thing look a little bit more like a tree. It's coming together okay, I think. That definitely is starting to look a lot more like a tree, isn't it? We've got a couple of roots and stuff here. Maybe the roots can go all the way into the Aqua Town here. That could look pretty cool, but yeah. Just died and lost 30 levels, so good job, Ren, you frickin' noob Minecraft player, idiot face, moron, Ninja Turtle wannabe idiot. Well, I think it's safe to say that stumpification is taking place here, guys. This is definitely starting to look like the base of a giant freaking tree. I just wish I had an elytra to be able to see this thing from a distance. We might need to make ourselves a noob pillar somewhere to have a look down. But I have just added a border of spruce wood all the way around, or spruce logs, should I say, all the way around this. And I've tried to make it as round looking as possible. Try to make it as stumpy looking as possible, I guess. And if we take a look, jeez, Captain Etho, my dude. That literally shaved my nose, man. Captain Etho, take it easy, man. My goodness. But yeah, that's definitely starting to look like a tree, right? Like a giant freaking tree of doom. That's absolutely insane. What I'd like to try to do now is work on this section of the tree, right? We've sort of worked on the stump bit. Now we need to work on the bit that's sort of been cut down if we don't get impaled by Captain Etho over there. But yeah, it's starting to look pretty good. I guess what we probably need to do also is add a little bit of stumpiness to the sort of base of the tree over here, right? We need to add a little bit of this action going on. And I suppose we also at some point need to start using some of the bark stuff, right? What the freak happened there? I just heard a button go off. That was not supposed to happen. But yeah, we need to maybe use a little bit of the spruce wood bark, right? Because of course what we can do is use this to sort of make a complete sort of section here of the wood, which I think is actually really cool. So it doesn't look like there's so many of these sort of half cut down logs all over the place, right? So lots of experimenting still to do. Also going through my collection of spruce wood logs over here. So might need to do a little bit more cutting down with that. But yeah, giant stump face shop is coming on. Welcome back everybody to the giant stumpy poop cake thing that we are making in the shopping district over here. Oh man, it's actually the next day in real life, guys, and I can't remember where we stopped recording yesterday, but I think since then, there's been quite a lot of progress made out here. I think I'll take you through some of the things that I've been working on over the last half an hour or so. Yeah, worked on this yesterday for about an hour or so, and then went and spent the afternoon with my mum, and we are now chilling here. It's a little bit of a rainy day in England this morning, so my mum is chilling upstairs reading a book, and I'm going to try and get a little bit more recording done over here. But yeah, lots of progress getting made on the log shop, isn't it? It's actually starting to look much more like a log now and less like a poop cake, which is good. I've just finished installing a little banner section over there, which I think is going to look really awesome. We're going to hang some banners over there that says logs on it. I think that's going to look pretty cool. And I've been working very hard on the sort of shape of our log over here. I was having a little bit of trouble yesterday because the log was looking very much like a cylinder kind of thing. And what I realized is what we could do is be quite clever with the roots systems over here, right? We could actually use the roots to give the whole thing a little bit more shape, a little bit more design from a distance, right? And I've just been using a little bit of dirt over here to lay down a few foundation blocks over here to give us an idea of where we're going. So yeah, this is what I've been doing. I have been burning through a ton of spruce doing this, but luckily I had about 2 double boxes worth of spruce. I knew that this build was going to take us an insane amount of resources to build, but I'm very happy with how it's turning out, guys. You know, I want this build to really say logs. And I want a hermit to be amazed. When they come past this build, I want them to be amazed by the amount of wood that has been used to build this shop. And that's kind of like my marketing technology, okay? We're going to entice people into our shop from the sheer amount of frickin' woodage used for the place. Oh, there's a little bit of water down here. This is interesting. Maybe we could get one of the roots to go all the way down into this water stream, right? That's pretty cool. There's still a lot of frickin' work that I need to do around the shop, though, you know, with the terraforming and stuff, making the area around it look beautiful. But I think I'll probably do that in Canada when I'm on holiday. I'm going to take a laptop with me, so I'll be playing some Minecraft, but most of that will be done off camera, I think, and I'm going to transform this entire area to look pretty good. But check it out, that's what I'm talking about, right? Now we've got this root coming down here, and I think that adds a little bit of shape here to the side of the log. I think that looks really, really cool. I've also done quite a bit of work inside, actually, that I do need to show you. Let's get our butts in here. And doesn't this look cool? I really like this. It feels like we're going into another dimension when we come in here. It's weird. Like, you come from outside here, and then suddenly, I don't know, it almost feels like we're in a room in Alice in Wonderland or something. But I do need to add a little bit of detail to the roof over here. I think I want to keep the roof open to the skyline. I think it looks kind of cool, especially considering the log is sort of chopped, right? And it's not a cylinder. It's kind of jagged and stuff. I think that looks really awesome. But I want to get some leaves and stuff in here. But I've now set up all of the kiosks. I do believe every single one of them, yeah, their sort of item display loops are working. Let's just make sure that every single dispensing is happening. Yeah, there we go. Hopefully the hermits will understand this. Doesn't really make sense, but there we go. That's looking pretty good. And I think I've filled some of the chests over here. I think I've done the dark oak wood, the jungle, and the spruce. Yeah, and I still need to get back to the industrial big logs incorporated island for the rest of the stock. But so far so good, guys. Looking real snazzy. All I need to do now is finish off these root sections on the side of the log here, and then get those banners up there. I do want to have a look at the log from a distance, though. I think yesterday we had a look at the log from all the way over here somewhere in the middle of Aquatown. It was looking kind of funky, wasn't it? It wasn't looking great. So hopefully it's starting to look a little bit better now. Yeah, there we go. That's actually starting to look a lot better, isn't it, guys? I like that, man. There's a block up there that I need to fix. But I've got the roots coming off, you know, sort of coming down the side here, going into the Aquatown lake. I think that looks pretty rad. And yeah, once we finish off the logs on this side, I think we'll have a nice bit of definition for this build. And it's coming together pretty good, man. Just get some leaves and stuff around here. It's going to look snazzy. All right, let me get stuck in, guys. I'll see you in about, I don't know, 40 minutes. My dudes from all over the world, I've got very good news and very bad news for you right now. Let's start with the good stuff, shall we? The Big Logs Incorporated Stump Shop is now open for business. Absolutely insane. Managed to finish this build before going on holiday in Canada, guys. It's been pretty crazy. I haven't had much time to work on this, just a couple of hours every day this week, and we have managed to churn this thing out, and man, am I excited to show you what it looks like. And I'm actually off to Canada tomorrow in about 20 hours time. So this is probably going to be the last time that I talk to you guys for about 10 days or so. But I hope you guys like what we've done out here, and hopefully when we get back from holiday, man, we're going to have diamonds out the wazoo up in here. Let me show you quickly what I've done on the interior over here, and then we'll talk about the bad news. I have added a little bit of foliage around the interior, and I've also added a bit of glowstone around the place. So we've got a bit of glowstone underneath the leaves here, and at night the interior of the stump looks amazing. It looks so beautiful with a little bit of light up here, and of course we have these little light features inside of the display cabinets too. We're turning on a redstone lamp in there whenever we have a look at the display cabinet. So at night the place is absolutely lit up, man. It is looking beautiful. I've also added a bunch of stock into each of the chests here. We're just going with single chests for this opening of the store, guys. We want to make the hermits out there feel like there's not a lot of stock. We want them to buy as much of this as quickly as possible, right? So we're going to do a little bit of a marketing trick here where we're going to make them think that there's less stock that there actually is. Back at the Big Logs Incorporated Island, we got tons of stock left over, but we're only going to put a limited amount of stock here on the shelves. So the interior of the shop looking absolutely amazing, man. It looks so sweet, and hopefully when the hermits come in here, they're going to love it, and they're going to want to spend a little bit of cash monies up in here. Now, speaking about cash monies, let's talk about the pricing for the logs over here. We're going to go for a standard price, okay? For a stack of logs, any of the type of logs here, we're going to be charging exactly the same price, and that price is going to be 2 diamonds or 1 gem. That's right, guys. I am going to start trying to get lots of gems. They don't do anything right now, and I don't know if they will do anything, but they're shiny, they look like bling blangs, and I want to make a necklace out of them. So we're going to start selling some of these stacks of logs for gems. If hermits want to use their gems to buy logs, that's going to be awesome for us. I want to get as many gems as possible. And yeah, we've got a standard price here of 2 diamonds or 1 gem for a stack of logs. And of course, some of the logs are harder to cut down than others, like the acacia, for example, takes much longer to cut down than the spruce. But instead of having a complicated pricing system, I thought we would just go for a standard price across the board. 2 diamonds or 1 gem for a stack of logs here at the Big Logs Incorporated giant stump shop of awesomeness. And I guess for the final little bit of this tour, guys, I want to show you what it looks like from the outside. I've added a bunch of trees here, just planted a few trees, added a bunch of foliage, worked a little bit on this route here, which is going to be the entrance into it, and I've also created a path that is going to take us all the way around here to the rest of the shopping district. We'll come up this little hill, and that's going to take us to the Trident shop, and all the way into the shopping district over here. And man, now we get to look and turn our back and have a look at what the big stump looks like. From this angle, it looks a little bit weird, but if we get a view from all the way back here, oh man, it looks so freaking sweet. Before I started recording this segment, I actually asked my mum to have a look. I asked her to tell me what she thought of it, and she thought it looked really cool. So that's good. At least one person thinks it looks awesome. But yeah, that is the giant stump, guys. And it's kind of difficult to get a good view of it from here. From the ground. I wish we had an elytra. I might do a little bit of a secondary camera flyby here, guys, just to give you a little bit of a view of what the place looks like from the air. But that is it. That's the giant stump, and I think it's turned out really good, hasn't it, guys? It does look like there was a giant tree that probably would grow, would have grown all the way up to the top of frickin' Minecraft, man. It is absolutely massive. And I've done a little bit of sort of foliation around the place, added some leaves and stuff and some light sources and whatnot, added a little bit of bone mealing and some grass and flowers and stuff. So yeah, it's looking pretty good. I still want to do a lot of work on the terraforming though from the outside, but that's the stump from the water, and that actually turned out real good. I like that a lot, guys. That is actually very awesome. I'm kind of proud of this build. It's been a mission to make, and it's actually turned out real good from a distance. Yes, look at that. That from all the way back here, that definitely looks like what I wanted, which was a sort of tree that had been cut down, right? And there was a little bit of exposed splintering and stuff at the top of it. That's turned out real good, guys. I'm so happy with that, man. And can you do me a favor? In all of the other Hermit videos that you guys watch, let them know in the comments. Log shop open for frickin' business, baby. And man, we're going to be making some cash money. I'm going to be stocking this shop in my holiday in Canada. I'm going to take my laptop and I'll join the server every now and then, and I'll come and add a little bit more stock here. I'm pretty sure these logs are going to sell out quick, fast, and in a hurry, man. I know one hermit, the Iskal85, who absolutely hates cutting down trees. We've got a customer for life in Iskal, I can tell you that that much. And of course, Doc M77, he's probably going to come and drop a bit of cash up in here too, man. He doesn't like cutting down trees either. So hopefully, we've got a great market out here for the log business. And I absolutely love how the little sign turned out. It's sort of hanging on to a little branch. You know, when you see cut down trees, sometimes you see a little shoot has started to grow out of the sort of cut down log, trying to grow again. That's what that's supposed to be. So that looks great. So that's the good news out the way, guys. And I'm super pleased with how the giant stump poop cake has turned out. Very, very happy with it, man. And also very excited about the next few days. My mum and I need to start getting ready for our journey to Canada. We need to pack and get the house ready for us leaving and whatnot. So this is probably going to be the end of the video. I do have a bit of bad news for you, though. Over the last few days, while I've been working on this project, I've been sort of on and off. I've been working for an hour here and there for the last couple of days. At some point, I think I must have queued Logolas the First, because for the life of me, I cannot find Logolas. Logolas is gone, guys. R.I.P. Logolas the First. I told you when we made him that I would lose him, and he's lost already. So that really sucks. We've just got Silkworm Jim the First. When I get back from holiday, I'm going to have to make a brand new Fortune 3 enchanting pickaxe, Logolas the Second. And we're probably going to get through a good 4 or 5 Logolases before the end of the season, I have no doubt. But yeah, the good news, of course, is that our business is up and running, looking absolutely pimptastic, baby. I love it. Absolutely amazing. And guys, this is going to be it from the ReNDoG for the next 9 or 10 days or so. We'll see you again in about 9 or 10 days. And if you want to keep up with my holiday in Canada, make sure you're following me on Twitter. I'll be putting a couple of pictures and a couple of posts there every now and then. But yeah, I think that's going to do it for the last part of this episode, guys. I'll do a little bit of a flyby for you using my camera account. Let's have a look at the Big Logs Incorporated log shop. And yeah, I hope you guys have a fantastic couple of weeks and enjoy all the other hermits that are going to be churning out the content. And when I get back from holiday, guys, we'll get back together and it's going to be absolutely awesome. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Thanks for all the love, man. ReNDoG signing out from the Hermitcraft server, and we'll smell you all in about 10 days' time when I get back from Canada. Bye, everybody!